Welcome to the Talking Sport Report podcast with Scotty and Eggo.
Unbelievable!
It is the Talking Sport Report. Eggo here alongside my good friend Scootus. And tonight on the show, we're going to be chatting through all the World Cup blunders that are happening right now for Australia. We're going to be going over NRL and we are going to touch on the Olympics. Very unlike us, Scotty.
Yeah,
hello, mate.
Hello. I did see you put a post on our socials that we're recording early, so happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, of course, yes.
I mean, obviously this will drop after, but what else would you rather do on Valentine's Day than spend the night with me?
Well, I did tell my wife that she said, do you want to do something special tonight? I said, yeah, I do. I want to do the Talking Sport Report podcast.
That's fantastic.
And so she went, of course you do. And then she said, I'll see you next week. So
you're sleeping in the car tonight.
No, yeah, but the good thing is, for people who think I'm a really shit husband, you would be kind of right, but also not right, because tomorrow night I am taking the wife, while we're recording on a Saturday night this week, I'm taking the wife to Ed Sheeran.
Ooh.
Got beautiful box seats. It's going to be
tough.
a great night. So
Must be very tough. I think you might just sneak across the line in the good books with that one.
Yeah,
I think.
I really should raise the bat. We start each podcast with great achievements, and getting your wife box seats to Ed Sheeran on Valentine's Day has got to be up there with raising the bat. But my raise the bat, where we actually celebrate, listeners or people that we've heard, even famous people. Maybe we'll raise the bat one day for Zach Lomax. Not bloody likely. Yeah. My raise the bat this week, Scotty, is you, my friend. How many kilo are you down now?
Almost 14.
14 kegs.
Since Boxing Day.
And you haven't had a beer since Boxing Day. And this is...
No. That's not true. My last was about 3 a.m. New Year's Day.
Okay.
Yes,
so you're almost alcohol free in 2026.
Almost.
It's pretty special, brother.
Hours. Thank
Knowing
you.
a guy like yourself who used to put beer in his Fruit Loops in the morning for breakfast, it's very, very special to know that you haven't had a beer in 26.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So
I honestly wasn't
expecting
expecting that. Thank you.
Yeah. You look good.
Cheers. All right, we can end the show on that.
We could.
That's a hype. That's a very good
The wife
hype.
would love that.
Yeah, exactly. No, fuck that. You're staying for at least 45 because you got Ed Sheeran tomorrow night. You're making up for it.
Yeah.
Just a quick update on, I think it was last week's Raise the Bat? We discussed the young side from Dungog. Just to put everyone at ease, we didn't put the mocker on them. We didn't jinx them. They actually batted 20 overs today and set 218 and rolled the opposition for 60. Still undefeated.
So, did you say it was last week? It was 3 years or something like that?
Yeah, was it?
2023, I think you said.
Give me a minute. They haven't lost a game since the end of 2023. So what, say 2.5, give or take? Massive. So yeah, we didn't put the mocker on them, which is fantastic for us.
The only knock is we have now mentioned them again. Does that mean the knock could still happen next week? It could be a never-ending.
I tell you what, next time we touch on this young side from outside of Maitland, it'll be when and if they lose.
Okay.
If.
All right. That's a good one. Hopefully we'll never talk about them ever again because
Hopefully
they
not.
just continue to kill it. We also want to say a massive thank you. If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, we are at Talking Sport Report on YouTube. If you're listening to this podcast on a podcast app, Spotify, Apple, bash that subscribe button and leave us a 5-star review. But we've been getting some incredible messages, Scotty, you in particular, the last week, of people who are saying they're listening to us talk shit every Sunday night. We are as surprised as anybody that anyone's actually listening. We thought the only people who listened was me when I listened back to sort of work out what we're going to do next week, and your mum sometimes when she drives home from work.
Yes.
But there are actually other people out there listening to this podcast, which just blows my mind.
And I tell you, I'll touch on just a few of the messages when we get to Comment Club as well, because there's a few that are short, sweet, and simple. And honestly, those are the ones that have just completely blown my mind.
Huge.
So massive.
Massive thank you. It just makes us want to keep doing this. So
definitely.
Anyone who can subscribe and continue to listen, that's a huge help. All right, into the first story of the night. We're going to be covering the World Cup because Australia, did they? You know what, Scotty? I hate to admit this, but I was death riding the hell out of that side the other night. I wanted Zimbabwe to win.
Didn't we talk about this when Smith was originally left out?
Yeah.
And I was hoping Ireland would have knocked us off in the opening game, just as to Cricket Australia, and then boom, Zimbabwe come out and do it. So 6-1, half a dozen the other, but what a shit show!
It's just shocking.
It's almost overshadowed the fact that England played 2, lost 1. Everyone's
you
focused on
expect
Australia.
that of them. You expect that of England, to be fair.
That's true.
Any sort of, if you mention the World Cup and you then say the word England, generally it means something's happened and there's a loss.
You're having a laugh. You are having a laugh.
But you're right, though. Ireland, and I'm glad we lost against Zimbabwe than Ireland, because they celebrated like they'd won the World Cup. Good on them. They deserve it. They played well. And to be quite fair, we needed Australia to win because Steve was already on a plane. Our big thing is we want Steve Smith in this side. We want him playing. We don't care if we get pants this whole World Cup. As long as Steve Smith is there, I feel better.
Yeah, definitely.
And we knew that he was on the plane or about to get on the plane for the Ireland game. So that was never going to win that game. That's good. Lose to Zimbabwe, even better, because now it means the pressure is on. They've got to put Steve in this side for the next match against Sri Lanka.
Oh, I have to. But the question is, does he skipper the side? Because he's in there for old nutsack Marshy.
Yeah, we've got to talk about that too, don't we?
Yeah.
What an injury. For people who don't know, ruptured testicle?
Yeah.
Just one though, right?
I originally heard it was testicular bleeding. So I thought, well, he's just gone too hard on himself in the hotel room.
It's just a masturbation issue.
He's tried to rip the fucking skin off it, and he's slipped, he's hit himself. Next minute, he's bleeding. It's probably something we've all done.
We've all been there,
Yeah,
Scotty.
we've all done it. We've all
been there. Yeah.
But
No,
I
agree.
am just confirming whether or not it is ruptured or if it's... Look, it doesn't really say. Look, to be honest, I'm looking for a picture. And I'm not going to
want
find
to see
it
a
on
picture.
any... You sure?
And don't you just feel like every time someone mentions that they've got a testicular or even stick-related incident, it has a guy you kind of cower down and you just feel it.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel, and it's Mitch Marsh, like that. Those things would have been worked over during their time.
I honestly reckon, had I found a picture of it, I reckon I would mistake it for Chris Gale's. I reckon there'd be colour on it. There would be some colour.
Hang on, is that from overuse or is that because he's just
a big overuse?
He's a bison.
The bruising, the swelling, it would almost be purple.
His nickname is the Bison. I mean, that makes sense. Maybe that's because they've seen his slug.
Well, whilst we're discussing Mitch Marsh, I did see a tweet this morning that had been shared around other socials. They reckon that it's all gone to shit for the Australian T20 World Cup side ever since Marsh disrespected it by resting his feet on the trophy after the last World Cup win. Do you reckon it's a little bit of karma? Or do you think the karma in itself is the testicular shot and the loss is just a blip on the radar on the way through to bigger things?
No, it's you disrespecting. I mean, putting your feet up even on the table is disrespectful, let alone the World Cup.
Yeah.
And if you're about to win because did they win the World Cup and that's what it was? He was putting his feet up on the one that they just won.
While he was having a beer.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't see Warney do that.
No. But now
Warney would have sex on it. He would do lines off it. He would probably use it
during. Definitely,
but he would never put his feet on it.
A quick hypothetical then. You've just literally said the disrespect that has come from that. Had Travis Head done it though, it would have been acceptable. That man can do no wrong.
I know, but I don't think Travis would have done it.
No, well that's the thing. That is hence the hypothetical. But you are right. I don't think Travis would ever do anything like that.
No, that's. I mean, look, you know what? You can't put it past him. That's probably what's led to this bleeding in the testicles.
Oh, definitely.
And now you have to have Steve Smith come in and fix everything yet again. This guy, it's good news. I think it's good news for Steve. Get him in there.
Yes.
get him scoring some hundreds, back-to-back hundreds.
Oof. Big
Wouldn't that
call
be
for
nice?
a T20.
Yeah, but you know
Huge.
what? He does it all the time for Sydney.
That's
Why
true.
can't he do it on the world stage?
That's true. But then this is just a simple case of ask and you shall receive. We wanted this last week.
I know.
Straight off the bat.
Does
We're
George...
all for it.
Yeah, off the bat is a good way of saying it. And
Oh.
do we want George Bailey's... I mean, I call it a little bit harsh, but do we want his severed head on a spike?
Oh, well, there's no
Like,
holding back
how-
tonight, is there?
How dare you leave Steve Smith out of this side to start with? Like, the guy is a demigod, and George, you're lucky to even be able to mention his name in the presence of anybody else. So I think it's disrespectful to not have him on the plane to start with. So now you've got to have Steve come in there and fix your shit that you've put together for us. We lost to Zimbabwe.
Yep.
I can't wait for Steve to go there and score some runs or get a duck. Either way, as long as he's there, I feel better.
When is our next match? I'm just having a quick squiz here.
I think
Our
it's
next
Monday or
match-
Sunday night. It's pretty close. Because it's
Sri
funny enough, it's
Lanka
in my multi.
Tuesday. So
Yeah,
it'll
it's
be
in my
Monday
multi.
night, Tuesday morning. Don't
Yeah.
tell me about your multi. Don't tell me about it yet.
Who have I gone for? Have I gone Sri Lanka in my multi or have I gone Australia? You'll find out later in the tip-off.
Oh, shit.
But
So
anyway,
long story short anyway, Smithy's on his way. He's coming to the rescue. We should all be sweet.
we should be sweet. Let's celebrate this. Let's enjoy this. One thing we definitely can take as we do each and every week, green still sucks.
Oh, Jesus
What a beautiful
Christ.
edge to the keeper. I mean,
I did take 1 for 6 off 1.1.
okay, it's T20.
Oh, no.
Even Connolly has opened the bowling for Perth and taken better wickets than that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
I'm just trying to find a silver lining here because obviously the danger wank didn't work.
no.
It's
Right now-
honestly, it's just him.
It's everybody against Steve Smith in my eyes. So everyone who fails, whether it's bowler, batter, keeper, Steve Smith should have had that position. That's where I'm at. So if you fail, Steve should have your position. Steve should be out there batting at 1 through 11
And
just
the
play-
bowling.
and just open the bowl and send fielding.
So the question is, do you put him straight in next fixture as skipper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say, look, listen here, Bison, you've got a ruptured testicle. Maybe you should fly home.
Well,
and
maybe he
retire.
can't fly because of the injury.
Yeah,
he
that's
might
true.
not be allowed. Yeah, he might be on a boat.
He might be. Yeah, maybe boat him home. That's not a bad
Yeah.
idea.
But
Give him some time to
legally.
rest up.
Legally.
Yeah, legally. Give him some time to rest up. But no, I think you bring Steve in. And classic examples when Cummins is the captain in the test side. You
Yeah.
know Steve Smith's calling the shots behind the scenes. You see Smithy having a word everywhere. He's still the captain. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't need a C next to his name. No, he's not a cunt.
That is sensational. All right, fantastic.
Best of luck to the Australians.
Wow.
But I'll tell you what, if they don't pick Steve Smith, then boo. Boo hiss, boo hiss. Okay, NRL. We yet again this weekend proved once and for all that the trials mean absolutely fucking nothing unless
Nothing.
you're talking about the Newcastle Knights because they really showed up in
Jesus
true
Christ.
style, 28-0 at home, just to say to their crowd, their fans in Newcastle, boys, we're back for another year. The spoon ain't coming here. No one even tries in a trial. How do you not reverse over the try line? The Knights managed to score. Has that ever happened? I saw the other game with the Tigers and the Roosters. I think the score was 55 to 750. Like, it's just unbelievable how the Knights could fail to score.
But remember, we said this weeks ago. It's all about fitness. It is all about getting the minutes up. You know, stretching the legs. Obviously, Burton didn't do that because now it looks like he's not going to Vegas.
Yeah.
Tweak the old pork rope.
What is it with
is it
pork
with-
ropes these days?
Yeah.
Pork ropes are not what they used to be.
Well, I don't know what they used
Definitely
to
not
be.
strong. Well, they obviously were a lot
Like-
stronger back in the day.
Well,
Like, I feel
just
like our
thinking
pork-
about it,
like-
I think I'm in a cramp. The more we talk about it, the more I feel a cramp coming on anyway. So,
But you never did a pork rope in your time.
a lot of calf muscles. Actually, I did.
Hammies.
Yeah, done a hemi. I that only 100 I ever scored. I think 92 of the 102 I scored were boundaries. So minimal running between wickets.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
cramped
sounds about right.
so hard that afternoon in the Hemis. Both of them. Both of them.
From excess
I
running.
hardly ran. Had my first beer and sat down. It was the end of it. I buckled. It was like I'd been shot.
Yeah, across the
Sniper had
field.
gotten me. So, yeah, you know
Absolutely.
what? I can respect a shoddy pork rope. But honestly, don't look too much into this. Yes, it was 28-0. Yeah, you had a good amount of first graders out there. But it's all about getting the minutes in the legs.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's true. And Newcastle shouldn't worry about the fact that their halves are playing pretty bad. But you know what? That's fine. Look, Vegas is 2 weeks away. So next Sunday night when we do our pod, we are going to be previewing the Vegas trip. So it'll be interesting to see. I wish we were. It'll be interesting to see if Mr. Burton is on that plane, but it looks very, very unlikely. Or he might just be there just purely to shoot some craps on the you know what I mean?
Roulette. Yep.
Play some roulette. You know, do the Vegas the trip. Maybe that's why he did it. Maybe he did the pork rope on. It's like a dummy pork rope.
But you know yourself, there's good shopping over there.
He's good shopping.
Yeah, I reckon that's what he's going for. Although the dollar's not very strong, so
they're football players though. They don't need the dollar to be strong.
Oh, that's true. That's actually a very, very good point. You know, the one thing I have taken from these trials at the moment, Sportsbet have no idea what they're doing with odds. And
it's a tough one, isn't it? It's the wild west.
I was completely shocked. They had Manly at $4.70 to beat the Warriors, knocked them off 33-18. Grand final tickets have already been purchased, mind you.
Oh,
No
you're one of those
first
idiots
graders
that
in the
falls for the
side.
trials.
At all. And the Rabbitohs are leading in the Charity Shield, 16-12. Yeah, close one. But they had the Rabbitohs at about $4.40 to beat the Dragons. So, honestly,
it's bloody hard though. Like, because they just rotate their personnel. They're not playing big minutes. Some of these big name players are getting pulled off pre-game.
And
pulled
at
off pre-game and at halftime. Wayne's working overtime for the Charity Shield. He's pulling off everyone left, right, and centre. Maybe that's why Payne Haas is going there. He's heard that Wayne's quite a good pull.
Oh, fucking hell.
As long as he doesn't use the deep heat. I've made that mistake before in the footy sheds where you think it's the Basso and you've grabbed the deep heat.
No. Oh,
that's not a fun one.
You know what? Jimmy, good friend of the show, Jimmy, Throat Goat, an OG. If you're listening, send through your recollection of the Tiger Balm incident.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah. So watch this space next week because you just reminded me. And it'll be a ripper read, especially if he's had 5 or 6 before sending said email.
Oh, there's not much chance he hasn't. To be fair.
The one thing that I do find quite comical about these preseason games is watching the players celebrate. It's like, I was, again, watched the Manly Warriors game. Even the commentator said it. They're celebrating, the Warriors players have celebrated a try like they've just won the semi-final in the last minute. Like, it's preseason. You're out there to get the match fitness. And just like Cowboys fans last night, put 66 points on what I think the average age of that Panthers side was 11. Like, I think they're
two of the kids I think were illegitimate Nathan Cleary sons, weren't they?
I'm almost certain one of the players had to push a preem around.
Yeah.
Just to make up the numbers. Like, the Cowboys, I think, are third favourites for the wooden spoon. You put 66 points on Penrith. Who cares? It's pre-season.
Now, after saying that, now try and be sports bet. Like, that's why it's impossible to pick. Like, how are you putting figures? If I was them, I'd be just saying, no, there's no odds for these games. Like,
no odds,
just shut it down.
Or, you know, in this case, Dragons $1.75, South Sydney $2.
Yeah.
Not $4.70 and $1.62.
Or they're just trying to get people to bet, though, mate. I think that's the whole thing. Is no one's sucking you in, thinking that
Yep.
this is great odds, and
Yep.
they know that Wayne's out the back pulling them off, and so they know they're not going to have any issues there. So that's the big win there, I think, with Sportsbet. We've got to touch on 2 NRL topics before we get to the very fun topic of our first ever time of talking about the Olympic Games on this podcast. I love that we're the Talking Sport Report. We can just go to sport. Who gives
Any
a fuck?
sport.
So
Any
good.
sport. It's so
But
good.
There's 2 names we need to touch on. One is Payne Haas. Now, last
Yes.
week we were talking about this man.
Mm-hmm.
There was the 10-day cooling off period.
Yeah.
Signed with South.
Yes.
We thought, and the early mail was that the contracts were the same, and he just decided to go South Sydney. But now it's come out, and it looks like a bit of a dodgy Broncos hand where they went with the low ball offer on the best forward in the game, thinking that they were going to just hoodwink him into staying with the Broncos. What is going on there?
So what do you think the thought process is? It's like, mate, we've just delivered you a premiership.
Yeah.
Hey, the Trebojeviches have done it at Manly. We want you to take a huge pay cut too.
Huge pay.
Come
Was
on.
it off the back of concussion? Like,
What?
did they think he wasn't thinking right, or
I thought you meant them that offered him the contract.
Maybe.
Were they off the back of a concussion?
maybe that's not a bad
But-
call either?
Is it? There's a lot of talk now about these, I guess, clauses that South have put in it.
Yeah,
Massive.
Run me through them. What are some of the clauses?
The 2 that really stand out, if Bennett leaves, he has the option to walk.
Bennett or Payne?
Bennett. If Bennett leaves,
Payne
Haas
Haas
has
yeah.
yes, absolutely.
Sorry,
Um,
as I said that, I realized how dumb that question was.
Yeah.
Wayne
That's
leaves, and then
okay.
Wayne goes, "Up, I'm going to leave."
I'm going to walk.
We thought
If-
you said
if
that,
Wayne's
Wayne. That's
going,
why
Wayne's
you're leaving.
walking.
yeah, he's talking to himself in third person.
It's in the third
Wayne's
person.
leaving, mate. Wayne's leaving.
And apparently the other one is if Rugby 360 come knocking, they're going to allow him to talk.
That
Yes.
is an interesting clause because
Huge.
that is
Massive.
almost just leaving the door open for Rugby 360.
Definitely.
The Landys
Definitely.
would have had a heart attack when he saw that clause. Like that's
Well, I don't know. Has he even got around to looking at it yet?
well, to be
he's-
quite fair. Hang on a minute. Do we need to go back a step here? The fact that they've put that clause in there, should South Sydney and Payne Haas now get banned for 10 years because they've mentioned the
Well-
word Rugby 360? You can't mention that word around Volandis. He's so strong on that front.
Well, that's the other thing as well. Are South's that confident that this competition is not going to get off the ground? It won't be a thing that they're just letting him.
I think
Yeah.
it will. I think it
You
will.
reckon?
I was telling you this before, but the very interesting part is, so Payne Haas is playing for the Broncos in 26. In
Yes.
27, he'll start with South. It's what, a 3-year deal, right?
Yes.
Year 2 of the deal, do you know how many South Sydney players are off contract at the end of 2026? Sorry, 27.
If I was to have a wild guess, I'd probably say maybe 6 players.
Yeah. South Sydney are the number 1 side with the most players off contract in 27. There are 22 players off contract. So Payne Haas could be playing there with Wayne on his own. That might be it. Just him and Wayne.
Wait, no, Jai Gray will be there with him, won't he? It'll be
Maybe
like
Jai
2 on-
Gray.
Yeah.
Because
That'll
he's
be it.
Jai Gray. I feel like Jai Gray's turned into the new version of who was the other one who used to follow Bennett around like a bad smell?
Oh, Darius Boyd.
Darius Boyd.
That's
It's always the fullback, isn't it?
always.
He's just got a thing for
Wow.
fullbacks.
22.
Yeah, so Jai Arrow's off contract. Dave Fafita's off contract. You got Campbell Graham, Alex Johnson,
Wow.
Latrell Mitchell,
Yeah.
Brandon
again.
Smith, Jack Whiten. Like they're just some of the names. That's a squad. 22
huge.
players.
Yeah.
So Payne Haas might want to action that clause to go to Rugby 360 in 2027.
Or hope Wayne walks. Or just
yeah.
hope Wayne walks. But that's the thing. Like you think about 22 players coming off contract.
Mm.
Imagine if Desi Hasler was the coach there. 2026 would break the club because he is an absolute fiend for back-ended contracts.
Oh, he's his
Can
knee.
you imagine 22 players in their last year of their contract tripling their salary?
Yeah,
It would
yeah,
absolutely, it would blow the club apart.
absolutely.
But 22 is massive. Surely someone behind the scenes now is going through the motions of sitting down to discuss this shit because
Oh.
that's a lot.
Well, I got excited as a Newcastle Knights supporter. I went there hoping that we'd have 26 off contract. I've only got 14. Really bummed me out. Really
Who's the
shit
lowest?
me. You know who was the lowest is? The Bears. They got none.
Oh, well. Okay.
No, I think outside of that, like the Sharks. The Sharks have got like 6.
Yeah, okay. Not a bad run club, the old Sharks. They don't
Yeah,
fucking
they do well.
succeed, but they
do well.
But they're not
Most
shit.
sit around that 12 to 15 mark. Cowboys
Yep.
have got 7. Panthers, Eels, all those sort of clubs around that 13 to 15 mark.
Yeah, okay.
And which shows you how 22 players for South is quite a
huge.
lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of players that are trying to get off contract, Zach Lomax, absolute friend of the show. That man, that's still going. This has been this. We need a TV series like Netflix. If we ever got a rugby league Netflix series, it would have to be the Zach Lomax files, wouldn't it? Just all the
Definitely
shit
would.
that goes on in his life. Now, there's some more stuff coming through the week now that the Melbourne Storm, who are the most squeaky clean establishment in history,
Never done anything wrong, ever.
never would put a foot wrong.
Nope.
Apparently, they've been texting and messaging head office telling them to put the blowtorch to Parramatta Eels to get this thing going, get this moving in the right direction because they want to sign him. This is just getting very, very ugly.
Massively. So just having a look here a day ago, Eels have continued to stand their ground on Lomax in the wake of alleged threats by Melbourne chairman Matt Tripp. Wow.
That's crazy. He's
yeah.
threatening head office. Like, that's just unbelievable. And so the last I heard, the reason why I think the Parramatta Eels were about to say okay to Zach go to Melbourne.
Yeah.
But they also wanted the Storm to take one of their players that they didn't want on contract anymore. And I think the Storm, like it's someone, oh God, it's a player that's used to be a good player.
Used to.
Yeah, but like just an older player now.
So it'd be the equivalent of say Manly trying to offload Matt Lodge as part of the deal. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Storm are like, nah, we don't
Yeah.
want it. Like
Not
they
happening.
get their way, but they have to take that. Like, nah, we don't want it.
No, that's you know what, that's fair. But this just seems like it's getting messy. It's going to drag out, and it looks like Lomax will be playing park footy for at least 6 to 12 weeks until something happens.
Well, the funny thing is, in this deed the Eels have, do you know that the contract is up until the 31st of October 2028? And that means that Lomax could not sign with another NRL club without their consent until 31st of October 2028.
That's massive. But remember, we all know that Lomax knows that a contract it means nothing.
Yeah,
So
that's so true.
He's looking at that going, those are just numbers on a piece of paper. I can and will do what I want. He's shown that. He's shown that.
And he's also shown one other thing too, that Volandis is an absolute toothless tiger. Because he's just basically just pissing on Volandis' leg every chance he gets with this whole contract stuff. And Volandis is doing nothing. What about those massive 10-year threats?
Oh, yeah.
He's just pissing up against the wall right now. It's
exactly
unbelievable.
Right. Exactly. But then that's the thing. Is this the case of the 10-year threats will stick unless Volandis doesn't want it to, but then we'll change the rules to suit them? But then if you're like, just a mid-card kind of player that doesn't play rep footy, then, there's your 10 years, stick it up your ass. Like,
yeah.
We've discussed this countless times. Volandis is just gutless and really, I don't know, he's...
Look, there's only one way to settle this, Scotty, and that is get Volandis and Lomax in the octagon, punching each other's heads in. I would pay for that.
The way they're going, they're going to end up in a hotel room together. Simple.
It's a bit of a love affair.
Yeah. I'd probably get that on pay-per-view, to be honest.
You know what? That'd be the funniest fight, though. Like Nelson Solomona, like he seems to have a very, very hated fan base. A lot of people dislike that man. If he fought Zach Lomax, he would have the whole country on his side.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I reckon he'd be the one player right now. If Origin was Wednesday and Lomax was playing, he'd be the one player that would be booed throughout the entire stadium.
Now, that is going to be one part about Lomax coming back. The booing and the first I don't even support Parramatta. I want to go to that first game where whenever Lomax rocks back up to Parramatta Stadium, I want to be there. We should take the podcast there and record the boos live because
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
That is a sensational idea, actually.
Yep. All right, time to talk Olympics. Is there any other NRL stuff you need to get off your chest, mate, before we push on to the Big O?
Actually, there is one. Now, we discussed rule changes and the four that have come into effect. Yes. Now, I've been working on my reading. It's not just pictures. There are some words that are read.
Yeah, good boy.
So they scrapped the proposed kickoff rule changes, but not fully. According to this article, the Australian Rugby League Commission has endorsed a trial of a proposed rule regarding the non-scoring team having the option of kicking off or receiving from the restart. The change will be trialled in games with no bearing on the finals at the back end of the 2026 season. So, in a nutshell,
going to do this
at the back end. So, for example, if it's confirmed that the Knights and Manly cannot make the 8 in any way, shape, or form,
so
both
round
teams
14,
are safe from round 7. Both teams are safe from picking
just do
up
it round
a
one.
spoon.
Do it round 1 for the Knights and Manly. Just do it round 1.
They will introduce this. So if Manly score, then the Knights can turn around and go, you know what, we are going to kick off, stuff it. Or they can turn around and go, no, you know what, let them kick off this time. It's just it's a shit show. Just letting them decide who gets to kick off and when. It is an absolute mess. So apparently,
let's just hope it's a bloodbath then. It's a terrible situation.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Hopefully it goes to shit. But yeah, according to this, it will be trialled at the back end of 2026 on any games involving the Cowboys, Titans, Knights, and Manly, because they won't be in any finals contention whatsoever.
Fucking hell. All
Absolutely.
Right. That is a shit show and a half. Thank you, NRL, for just keeping us well and truly stocked with great stories to talk about. We're going to talk more about NRL next Sunday night with the Vegas matches getting ready to kick off. And we'll also have the result of the World Club Challenge on next Sunday night because it's happening on Friday, our time here in Australia. Go the Bronx, I guess. I mean, it's the one time you get to support the Broncos, I guess. Mm-hmm. We're on to the Olympics, Scotty, the Big O. Now, the Winter Olympics have never... The Big O. The Big O.
Shit.
It's hard to get a Big O, so why not we... And I tell you what, Australia have definitely shown... I thought I'd start this with a bit of a challenge, a bit of a trivia challenge for you, Scotty.
Okay.
How many gold... Now, you do know, how many gold have we won in this Olympics so far?
This one we have won 2.
Yes. All right, so
snowboarding
let that be...
and freestyle skiing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let that be a little bit of a, taste for what this question's going to be about.
Okay.
How many gold medals has Australia ever won? This blew me away. In the Winter Olympics.
So I know we've definitely got 3. 2 in this one and the one that everyone will remember. Our first ever. Bradbury.
Yes.
Absolute legend of a performance.
Yeah.
Imagine, that's just the ultimate, holy shit, everything's just literally fallen into place. So going off that, and I know we don't really ever have a strong run. Well, that's my thought anyway. I'm going to go a total of 8. Single digits. Single digits. Just going to go 8.
So close. It was 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. How many did we win last Winter Olympics?
We won 1.
Oh, okay. Here I was thinking that there was majority of them.
No,
what was our most successful year? Do you know?
This year.
Oh, you're joking.
We've won 2 before, but I guess we're like not even halfway through the Olympics and we're already at 2, right? So that's got to be better than the end of the Olympics being 2. So generally we're lucky to win 4 or 5 medals. That's like in general. Like we might get a couple of bronze, a silver, and then maybe a gold. Now in 2010, we won 2 gold. 14, 18, we didn't win a single gold. In 2002, we won 2 gold. So it's pitiful, but I couldn't believe that 9 gold, and we've won 2 in this Olympics.
I love the
We
fact
suck.
that you see a lot of countries at times will win a shit ton more bronze than they will gold.
Yeah,
You know, like looking at the live tally now, Italy have won 6 gold, but they've won 9 bronze. I love the fact that Australia's won 2 gold, 1 silver, and absolutely no bronze whatsoever.
You got to save on the weight coming back on the flight. These medals. I mean, I think we'd be flying Jetstar back
Have to.
because we're not flying them over Qantas. We're not flying them over on the pointy end. This is the Winter Olympics, not the Summer Olympics. We're on Jetstar, and every kilo counts, Scotty. You got to understand this. So they were told before they went out on the slopes that if you can't win silver or gold, don't bother. Just crash out.
Could you imagine sending the Olympic team back on Jetstar? It's
That would
like,
be
hang on,
awesome.
I paid $15 to choose my seat.
Yeah,
There is
exactly.
no way I'm not taking leg room.
Yeah. Sorry, sir, you're going to have to stow that overhead, that medal. Really? Yeah. There's not enough room there in that leg room spot there for that medal to sit there.
Excuse me, miss, can I just get some peanuts? Of course, that's $23.
There's only 3 peanuts. Exactly. You think yourself lucky.
Oh, wow. I can't
I
believe
found-
we won 9. And Norway's won 8 this Olympics alone.
Yeah. There's some definitely. I mean, like when you think about it, though, it makes sense because the biggest mountain that we've got is essentially a slight hill.
Yeah.
Where sometimes it gets snow, sometimes it doesn't get snow. We've got more chance, playing better ping pong and all those kind of sports without the snow. Like it does make sense. But I'll tell you one thing we are good at. And I reckon the Aussies will be doing a really good damage in this.
What?
Apparently, this is a great story that's been floating around. 3 days into the Olympics does the thing where they love to hand out free condoms.
Yes.
10,000 done in 3 days.
Now, do you reckon they've been used between men and women, couple of men, like whatever?
Whatever you
Or
need to
do you think they are being used as people blowing them up and drawing smiley faces on them? Or do you think that this is just an absolute hornbag of a camp?
Yeah, you're right. Because, if Summer Olympics, I get it because she would blow them up, put water in them and throw them,
Yeah,
but there's no
throw
point
them at
doing
each
that.
other.
You'll kill someone
Exactly.
in the Olympics
It's a
if you do
freeze
that
halfway.
shit. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to do that. So that kind of takes out that part of the fun. Yeah, I mean, you could be blowing up. I just want to think that if our like Olympians are over there and they're not fucking their ass off,
What are they even there for?
what are we doing? Like, we're not there to win medals. That's for sure.
Oh, just a couple, but
Just
that's
a
about
couple.
it. Don't peak. You've peaked already. Yeah, you're right. Go in there, utilise the free dummies.
Which
And-
country do you think has smashed the most?
Well, I was going to ask you that. Do you think the Aussies are up there? I don't see the South Koreans being that high up the list. Or the Japanese.
Are you suggesting they could all fit into one?
Well, possibly. But I reckon the Aussies would be up there with the Germans and the Yanks.
Yeah, I think the Yanks are definitely going hard. I feel like they're generally pretty into that sort of stuff, right?
The Kiwis are using them as they're blowing them up and drawing smiley faces on them.
Yep, I could see that happening. I could
maybe-
see the Italians. It's their home Olympics. They're going to feel really comfortable there. It's like, when we were in Sydney Olympics, you're just down the road at the Olympic Centre. You're in Sydney or wherever you are. If it's a Brisbane Olympics coming up in a few years' time, when you're at home, you're way more comfortable. You're relaxed. You're going to perform better. So you're ready for that. So I reckon the Italians are they'd definitely give it a good shake.
Actually, I do have, just looking at, because I was going there off the medal tally, taking some countries as to who would be putting these free frangers to use.
Yeah.
Quick question: how many Olympic gold medals, Winter Olympic gold medals, do Kazakhstan have? Because they've won one this games.
Yeah,
And
I'd
it
love to know
wasn't-
how many people have even gone over there.
That's what I mean.
And
That's
and
what
can
I
we
mean.
confirm that the person that went in the first event and the second and third and fourth event of their country just doesn't have just random ass mustaches on just to disguise them? And it's Jim Bob, it's Barry. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same guy.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. But just quickly, not to overshadow the sex and condoms, how many medals do you think Kazakhstan has won across all sports at Winter Olympics ever?
Well, if Australia can only win 9,
Yep.
there's no way they're beating us. Like, there's no snow in Kazakhstan, is there?
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like if I've watched Borat, and it
I
would
was gonna
100% be, it would 100% be a very, very practical fictional. Not non. It's it is non-fiction. No, non-fiction's not. I don't even know anymore. It's not like Narnia. I just saw a lot of sun and a lot of hair. I'm going to say 5.
Oh, they're south of Russia and east of China. They're the 9th largest country in the world.
There you
Used
go.
to be part of the Soviet Union.
So there's a shitload of snow.
Yeah, shit ton. They have won 8.
Okay, it wasn't far off, and I was right in saying they're behind Australia.
Yeah, but that I honestly didn't expect them to be that close to 10. And I guess
I
that's
can't believe
because
Borat wasn't fictionally right.
Yeah, I guess that's because of the I guess the way they've been portrayed by Sacha Baron Cohen. He done well.
Yeah,
done well. I actually pictured like desolate, deserts and tumbleweeds and shit like that. But
really hairy
not.
women.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So Winter Olympics, how long's that run for?
It'll be another week. It's normally a couple of weeks.
Let's have a quick
So
look.
they'll be in the back. They'll be in the second week, coming up to the second week now. I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're right. It finishes in 8 days, 22nd of Feb.
Yep. There we go. So the Olympics. I mean, that's all we need to talk about. Condoms and a couple of gold medals. I mean, congratulations. Josie Baff was the winner of one of our downhill snowboarding. Right. She's a weapon, and her celebration was just amazing. She was leading the race the whole way. Gets to the bottom. Her father jumps over the barrier, wants to run on and give her a hug, and then you got reprimanded by the security.
That's brilliant. That's an Aussie thing to do.
100%. That's 100%. Like, mate, you've got to be careful. You're in Italy right now, and tensions are high. You could get seriously hurt by doing anything like that in these kind of situations. And she was, broke down in tears again when the national anthem played. I love seeing that. So congratulations to her and all of our medal winners, all 3 of them. All right.
Oh, shit.
Let's get to the tip-off.
It's time to give everyone just the tip. Come on, boys, is it in yet? The tip-off.
Okay, we tried to get the tip in last week. We had 2 multis running because we had our Super Bowl multi running. That didn't go very well.
Oh, you were close, weren't you? You were one leg off, weren't you?
Nah, I was a couple.
Oh, I was like,
because
you only needed a touchdown.
No. I definitely needed more than that. That would have helped. I think. It wasn't close enough. We didn't do well.
Okay.
My 2 multis of 310 and 243.80 failed. I know your multi on your $500 Super Bowl multi failed as well.
So did mine.
So,
yeah.
So sorry. You only had one leg to go, didn't you?
No. Remember, I got up in might have been the Italian football, but then we were talking about, I think, the Clippers.
Yeah,
the Clippers, whoever they were playing. You're like, nah, I think you'll be safe there. Yeah, I fucking wasn't.
Nah,
I was nowhere near it.
The problem
and then Chelsea
you had
a
was
draw.
yes, and the other problem you had is you took that tip as they traded away James Harden.
Yes.
So they were going to be fine, and then they lost James Harden, and Garland's now pretty much done for the season. They're the trade they had. So basically well, I didn't really want to do that.
Yeah, I can tell.
At the end of the day, we are up against each other. So the whole point of the tip-off is we've got $100. We have to do a multi each week. It's minimum 3 legs. The person with the most money at the end of the year is the winner, and therefore the loser has to do the ultimate favor to the other person. And it's up to us. You want to get 1 veto. I'm still waiting for yours because I lost last year, and you still have not got that.
It's still there. It's still there.
The good thing is you can use it at any point this year.
Yeah,
you can just throw it on me at any episode.
Mhm.
And by all means, if anyone wants to still send in Scotty some ideas of what he could possibly ask for,
Do it.
talkingsportreport@gmail.com.
Do it.
The tally is Scotty, $321.80.
Yep.
I'm $416.70. We're getting close now after a few weeks that our money outlaid is very close to the money we've won. So we're
Okay.
pretty much level pegging right now, which is not good. So what is your multi for this week, my friend?
So I am going strictly FA Cup.
Good boy.
It's this weekend. Now I'm just confirming that in the FA Cup, whether or not they pay a draw at the end of 90 minutes, because
Oh, that's
it
a good
goes
point.
it goes to extra time. So these teams that I've selected must win inside the 90 minutes.
Yes.
So,
okay.
like, if I've got West Ham here, if it finishes 0-0 at full time and West Ham win in a shootout, penalties, doesn't count. Doesn't count. So I've gone, I don't think it does anyway. I have to have a look. I've gone West Ham
Work it out.
to beat Burton Albion. I've gone Burnley to beat Mansfield. Man City to beat Salford. Salford's paying $76.
Shit.
And I've gone Sunderland to beat Oxford. For $100, I have a potential return of $319.98.
That is good. That is really good.
It's not bad.
I'm a little bit concerned about that
What do you
then,
got?
because mine is.
You've gone T20, haven't you?
I've gone a bit of everything, to be fair. I am just blowing into the wind, my friend.
Okay.
For some reason, it keeps on telling me that I've only got a 5-leg multi on, but I've definitely got 6 legs in here. So I don't know why it's not giving me the extra figures, unless something's already got underway. Is the West Indies match underway right now?
Let me have a quick.
No, let's live at 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. So I don't know why. Maybe my multi is just playing up, but I'll give you the ones I've got. I've got West Indies. I'm taking West Indies to beat Nepal. I think that should be, if they can't win that, they're fucked, aren't they? $1.12. I'm taking India to beat Pakistan. That's a grudge match, and I just don't think India are going to want to lose that. $1.28 they're paying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking Australia to beat Sri Lanka. I'm going the Steve Smith effect.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm going Afghanistan to put one through the UAE.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
Who's
the Afghans-
favourites?
The Afghans, $1.13.
Okay.
UAE, I mean, who
Shit.
knows what they're doing there?
Well,
Yeah.
they beat Canada.
They did, and Canada also suck. Arsenal, I'm taking Arsenal next Friday, I think it is, or Thursday. It might be Friday our time, to beat the Wolves.
Oh,
Away.
Yeah. Easy.
$1.25.
Yeah.
And I'm taking Chelsea next Sunday early morning to beat Burnley at $1.20.
Oh,
So-
that'd be tough. That could be a draw.
Yeah. That could be. It could be, but I'm gonna
I like it.
go for it. All right, so my one is paying $331.46. So just a touch above yours.
Yeah, so you pit me there, but then again,
But I have got 6 legs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. This will be an interesting one.
It's time for Comment Club. Normally I ignore all the comments. I get a lot of them. I've got to get paid for this crap.
As we always say, thank you so much for being a part of our podcast. You can message us anytime, talkingsportreport@gmail.com. And you can also jump on any of our socials, chuck a comment there, slide into our DMs anytime you
Definitely.
like, baby.
Personal
At-
all this.
Yep, 100% personal.
Mhm.
At Talking Sport Report, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we actually put up our full video podcast as well. So you can watch not that you'd want to be quite fair. It's not like we're fucking juggling.
Well,
Just sitting.
that's good.
That's actually, imagine, maybe that's next week's one. You just juggle for the full. Anyway, you can also get in this comment section by giving us a 5-star review in your podcast platform and chucking in a message in there as well. We really do appreciate you listening. So these are the other show goats, or the throat goats, as we call our fantastic listeners who tune into this show. We've got a couple of great emails. Do you want me to kick us off, Scotty?
Go for it, please.
While Scotty finds his juggling balls. All right, the first one's from our great man and regular throat goat, Mr. Sluggy.
Sluggies.
And if you haven't been playing along the last couple of episodes, Sluggy has been throwing some serious heat at Scotty.
Yeah.
bashed you 2 weeks in a row. Let's see how we go. Let's go 3 from 3 here. Hi, lads. Well, I hate to see it. Australia losing the T20 match. And Green couldn't hit water if he fell off a boat. And Tim David, well, he should send a piano down the pitch to see if he can play that. Oh, Jesus. And he's only taking 2 wickets as well. What the fuck? Did Scotty bet on them to win?
There it is.
There it is. Oh, he loves doing it. He said also the Seahawks put on a great display on the Super Bowl. May got hit more times than a redheaded stepchild, which was great to see. He also said, how about them Jets? The Newcastle Jets. Great to see the boys doing well, hitting the nets more than the Knicks this week in any way. Well, hey, mate, the Knicks.
Ooh.
The Knicks beat the Celtics earlier in the week, who are doing really well. Yeah, we lost in OT against the Pacers, but then we smashed the 76ers. So calm down on the Knicks. By the way, there's a K in there, Sluggy. The Knicks is not Nick. It's Knicks. Anyway, love you both. He says, love you both, and get your hand off it. We love you, Sluggy. But once again, some good Scotty shade thrown in there.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
The good thoughts, though. Very, very good
And
thoughts.
the worst part is we can't threaten him either because of his job. Like, we won't dive into it.
Way bigger than us.
Yes.
He could kick the shit out of us. He
Oh,
wanted
yeah,
to.
he would, definitely.
Every time I was around him back in the day, he used to go, yes, like, yeah. You know what I mean?
You
He
just
says
laugh
something
at
mean,
anything he said.
You gotta laugh because he would just throttle you, and it's like, it's not even fair. Anyway.
So, but such a top bloke sometimes.
Top bloke.
Sometimes.
You've got to say, if he was smaller, give him a bit of a push around maybe, but he's not.
No chance
Anyway,
of that.
What have you got?
I've got one. So last week we were discussing the NBA trade deadline, and James Harden got mentioned, and I mentioned a story that was once told to me by a throat goat, had played catch up on all these episodes, Marty.
Yes, I remember that.
Marty has sent through an email, and it is as follows.
So good.
Evening, chaps. Just following up on last week's reference, I wouldn't say it's a great story, but we'll leave that up to you. I appreciate that.
I love that.
Around 2014 or so, my wife and I went to Vegas for a friend's wedding.
Of course you met James Harden at Vegas.
Well,
that makes total sense.
Whilst the boys did the rounds of the strip for the bachelor party, less said the better, they actually went to a WWE pay-per-view ringside. That's actually sick.
That's sick.
The girls also did some partying and clubbing. Whilst debriefing the next day, the missus tells me they were partying in a VIP box at a club with who they later found out to be the Houston Rockets. They were in town for a pre-season game. She had to seek assistance from one of the players. As naive and polite as she is, she asked one of them to help her with some boring task and went about her way. Curiosity got the better of me, and I went through the roster with her to point out who it was. Lo and behold, it was the Beard himself.
What?
Here's a girl from Bathurst asking at that stage, I think, the richest contracted NBA player to help her open a drawer like it was nothing. To his credit, he obliged. Knowing Mr. Harden's keen interest in adult entertainment facilities and the peculiar shaped bruises on my wife's forehead the morning after, I had more questions, but that's for another podcast. Cheers, lads.
Yeah, but you are hanging around NBA players. They're quite tall, and their dicks are quite long. So that could just be pure just walking past smackage.
Yeah.
Like
just
unsolicited, just accidentally swinging, bang, like maybe nothing sexual.
Thought she
But
was
it's
walking
also
through a
the
doorway, but it was his thighs.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. And then just a quick smack, just as because he was turning left, she was going right. That's just the way physics work. But I tell you what, if your wife or your partner goes on a bachelor night and she decides to hook up with an NBA player, you're definitely going to know about it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're small.
Yeah, it would have been a painful flight home.
She wouldn't be able to walk for a week. So you know she didn't do anything bad because there's no way she was sitting down for breakfast. And so I think that's really, really positive.
Oh, wow. Anyway.
That's a good story, though. Thank you so much. Any NBA story players? I have heard
that through.
I have heard in the past from other people who I've known met James Harden, and from what I can gather, ripper bloke. So
Yeah, right.
I'm not surprised that he was like that.
Yeah.
And apparently very much a man of the people in that sort of respect. So
That's pretty good.
that's awesome. I've got some fantastic comments that we chucked up. We have a fantastic Valentine's Day post about the love affair between Zach Lomax and Peter V'landys. We threw it up on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube.
Yep.
And our TikTok's gone into a few fantastic comments that I want to read out. So from G-Town, he said, Melbourne want him and V'landys answers to the storm. What a great fucking post that is. That's so true. That makes absolute sense. Kevin R41 writes, V'landys is the taker. Now,
Yes,
you could
definitely.
At first, I'm like, oh, yeah, V'landys is the Undertaker. Then I'm like, oh, no, I know exactly what he means
He's
now.
not pitching, he's catching.
No, he's a power bottom, is what they call him. Mr. Gonzalez.
Oof.
Mr. Gonzalez writes, V'landys should be stepping down for being personally involved in contract disputes between two clubs. That has got to be illegal. Hey, I don't know if that is or not, but I think he should definitely step down because
I don't mind that.
No, that's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one. So thanks again for your comments. You can make it in Comment Club very easily by even commenting on some of our videos we chuck up. You've got one, Scotty?
I do. So as a few people may be aware, I've been sharing quite a lot of our reels to my social stories. A good mate of mine, Ash Wolfgram, fantastic human being, just an amazing all-round bloke. Basically sent me a message, just said, guess whose podcast is helping get to sleep at night now? I never knew you did this. Love it, big guy. I'm like,
awesome.
That's sensational. But to get to sleep, that could be taken as bores me to sleep. I
That's
have
true.
been reassured that it's more of that's a voice that calms me to sleep. So,
And we could have some serious fun with people who do that. So if people are listening to this right now and they're asleep, you are at the toilet right now. Let out your wee. You are fine.
relax.
Relax.
Let it flow.
And wee the bed at age 40.
We'll be back right after this short break. I got just a few others from sharing the reels. It's actually messages coming through have been absolutely sensational. I've had people reach out, basically thank us. People I've worked with, like I know nothing about rugby league. This is helping me learn more. I appreciate it.
Our hate for V'landys can go far. I like it.
Messages from people that are like, hey, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just here for the support. It's even better.
We don't even know what we're talking about.
Exactly.
That's probably the most truest statement I've heard.
Yeah.
If we ever do a billboard for this podcast, that's what the statement should be.
Oh,
These guys got no idea, and neither do the listeners. But guess what? Come for a good time.
Overall, the support has been absolutely sensational. So, as you said at the top of the show, thank you to everyone because we appreciate it. We absolutely love those little things.
Yep. And there's only 2 weeks now to go for the start of the NRL season, technically with Vegas kicking off, which means our tipping comp is still there. We're on ESPN, the legend of a show goat, throat goat, Mr. Gilly. He set it up for us. So I'll chuck once again the tipping comp in the notes on YouTube and Spotify. Jump on that one. You can also just jump on the ESPN app and you can just search for it. I did the other day, Talking Sport Report.
Oh, so you're in.
Comp. I am in now.
Oh,
I'm technically
finally.
in.
Jesus.
I made it into my own comp. Good. Imagine that, like week 2, and I'm not even in there. But it'd be great. Anyone want to come in for some bragging rights? We have been getting quite some heat from regular throat goat, Mr. Jimmy, about what he is going to win this year when he wins he wants a proper prize. So I was thinking maybe it's up to both of us. We both need to think of something in the coming weeks. We need to throw something in of value each to the winner. And the reason why I'm saying we both need to throw one in because A, we'll get to keep it if we win, but we get it. It's more than just keeping your own thing. I get to keep your thing when I
You
win.
can have my firstborn if they want.
That's a shame because I was actually going to put my firstborn in too.
They're always the worst. as you and I sit here, both being firstborns.
Yeah, that's so true. We're just absolute arseholes.
That's a good call. We'll put our heads together and we'll come up with something.
100%. And that draws the end of the podcast for this week. Thank you so much, Scotty, you legend.
Thank you, my friend. You enjoy Ed Sheeran. Happy Valentine's Day. And as always, mate, everyone out there have a fantastic week, except for you, Zach Lomax.
You piece of shit. Peace, love, dove.